Hello and welcome back to the AutoCAD course. In today's lesson, we'll be going over through how to draw a line in more depth. So by now, you should know how to draw a line on a very basic status. So here's a simple task that I will command you to do. So just draw me a simple line horizontally. That's all you have to do for now. Pause the video and do it, and come back later. I'll be commanding you to do some other tasks in this video as well, so you could learn very easily by practicing what you actually do learn. Now moving on how to draw a line. The first thing will be to specify the length of the line and the direction. So by default, you should have this mode right here on the screen called the polar tracking. This polar tracking help you specify angles. If I go and click L, choose line. This polar tracking help you specify the angles. And there is this other mode as well called ortho mode. So if you would like to draw just 19 degrees angles, for example, you would love to do just horizontal and vertical lines, this mode is for you. For example, you have a shape that's like this. Let's choose a line. So all you have in this shape, for example, is horizontal and vertical lines. I would command you to use this ortho mode. So but for example, if you would use this mode, it will just like make your life harder. Let's just move a little bit here to try and replicate this shape to show you how hard it will be. So as you can see, it will be like you may move your mouse a little bit wrong direction, and here you've messed up. So go back again and try to, as you can see, I always keep messing up my degrees because it will just do that. It will just move your degrees. That's what it's going to do. So if you are, as I said, trying to plan and do like 90 degrees angles, a lot of 90 degrees, a lot of horizontal and vertical lines, I would suggest you go with this mode. But for now, we'll be using the polar tracking mode. I'm just telling you that so you can use it. You can go ahead and try to draw with a shape like I did with both of those modes on. Now moving on how to actually draw a line. So the first thing is to be specifying the length of the line. For example, we have a line right here, and let's draw a line. We would like to draw a line with 100 length. You would just type in 100 and you are good to go. Let me zoom in a little bit. As you can see, you are good to go right now. So let me delete this again. So let's go back, draw a line. As you can see, we choose a starting point, and then we can choose the length of this line by, as you can just type in the value that we want, because it's already highlighted in the blue thing. So if I type 100, you can see that here's my mouse. You can see that there's 100. Note one thing, that if you type 100 here, you cannot change the direction. So if you would like to go back and change the direction again, you will have to press escape. Let us press escape in our keyboard, and we will be able to choose the direction of our line again. So now let's go back, draw 100, and we are good to go. So this is our line specified with a length. I would love you to go also and replicate this as well. Just try to replicate whatever we do so you could learn it actually, and learn AutoCAD by practicing, not by just listening and viewing. So now on how to specify the angle. So if we come ahead and go draw a line here, pardon me, let's draw a line, choose a starting point, and if you go up and down, and make sure that you have this mode on, because I may have confused you by going by those two modes, but just make sure you have this one on for this particular case. So you would choose, as you can see here, right below my cursor, you can see an angle, a degree. If I press tab, look, the blue thing is now choosing the angle. So if I write 13, I could write 20, I could write, and here you go, I've written 20. So I go back and I choose I choose the length. So I go 13, I go tab again. Now I could choose the degree. Let's go 120. Here you go. Choose the length, 100, choose the degree, 20 again. Pardon me, you have to press tab, and you see that we have specified the degree right here. We choose 20 again, and here we are. Press escape to stop drawing lines, And here we go. We just drew a lot of lines with just using our keyboard and our mouse. It's just pretty simple. You could keep doing that. You could practice doing that because it's a pretty good skill. So choose a starting point, choose again the length, choose the degree. I'll do 0 degrees. It will do a horizontal line in this case. So again, let's choose maybe 20 in the length. Do what? 90 degrees. As you can see, it's a vertical line going down. Let's replicate the same 20 and 0. Here you go. You could just practice this by drawing it with, try and drawing like shapes with just your keyboard. For example, now I would command you to actually go ahead and try and draw a square with just your keyboard. No need to use your mouse at all. So you will be able to just click L, choose a starting point. As you can see, just press enter and you'll choose a starting point right from the previous point you went to. So we will not be doing that actually. We'll just actually, let me press L. So I'll choose a starting point here. This is the only where that I will be using a mouse. So I'll be using 20 as a length, and in this case it'll be 0. And then I'll go back again. Let's go 20 in our length and 19 in our degrees. It will go down, and then let's go again 20. Let's go what now? It will go minus 180 in this case. As you can see, this is minus 180, and the last thing will be also 20 and minus 19 degrees. And we have successfully drawn a square by just using our mouse and keyboard. So I would actually command you to try and just use your mouse and keyboard to get used to using AutoCAD very easily, very fast, with no problems whatsoever. So this was drawing a line in depth. I would really love if you could practice those and just spend 1 hour, 2 hours messing with shapes. You could have fun literally doing this by trying and draw some big shapes, some shape you find in Google or something. Just Google weird shapes, weird like 90 degrees shapes or something like that, and you'll find a lot of results right there. And you will actually enjoy drawing those lines. So without further ado, I hope you liked this lesson, and I hope to see you in the next lesson of this course. Have a great rest of your day.